Your boy Floyd sent me a box. So let's find out what's in it. What's going on, everyone? It's Rich Haywood here for Bacon Ice Cream Productions and Team RTFC welcoming you to yet another episode of Good Times. Retro Rich. Yeah, that's right. That's right. We got this box. It's right here. And indeed, your boy Floyd from Video Games Monthly sent this out. This box is a little interesting. This box opening is a little interesting because not even a hint, well, I mean, a little bit of a hint was given about the contents of the box. And they haven't really done that before. It's like sometimes it's like, hey, get cartridges from NES, Genesis, Nintendo 64, or whatever. It may vary, but it'll be 40 games or 30 games or whatever, right? And then they add the box of send me the box of like garbage games or something like that. And it's like, we're gonna put 40 games in here, but they'll definitely be like handheld games or whatever. This one was, hey, give us X and we'll send you stuff in a box. Could be a system, could be games, could be accessories, could be little figurines, it could be, I don't know, Nintendo Powers, magazines, like, game guides, that kind of stuff. And I was like, all right, you know what? I'm not usually down for these. Because I kind of got burned by the last one. I'm not gonna lie, it was okay, but I did kind of get burned by the last one. So I was like, all right, maybe I'm not gonna do this again. But the price was nice. It was under $50, so I was like, all right, if it's under $50, it was under $40 actually. So if it's under that, I'm like, all right, I'm okay. We'll take a shot, and if it's cool, maybe we'll do it again. If it's not so good, I don't know. I think I'm done. Your boy Floyd and I, no more. So we'll see. We'll see what happens though. Because I still have a whole bunch of stuff from past things. I got to give away stuff and send people things and whatever, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that later. So let's get on over the open zone, crack this bad boy open and see what we got. Let's go. All right, here we are. It is the box. So let's open the box, find out what's up, find out what's going on here. Got the Video Games Monthly stuff on there. Set this on here. So what we'll do is we'll take like a quick peek, and then I'll put the box aside, and we'll surprise everybody with stuff in the box. Oh, I see something. Ooh. Right. What's in here? What's in the box? What's in the box? All right. Let's find out. Oh, indeed, there's some stuff in here. So nice. Oh, and they even put price tags on it. So this is going to be interesting. So maybe another video will be, can we find the games and then price them out, or find the value, price it out, and to see if it actually is worth it. So the first thing in here is this. It is a Pokemon Scarlet, Pokemon Violet little notepad. So you got just a notepad, blank notepad. Put some notes in there. You got the starters of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. They say that's $5. All right, so we'll put that in there. We'll do some math on the way in too. So it's a priority mail thing. There's literally nothing in it. They just used it as voice fill. They used it as voice fill, I think. All right, that makes sense. Oh, is this actually a thing? We'll save this for later. That's pretty wild. All right, $13. Looks like it's a copy of Call of Duty Ghosts. It is the Steelbook. Is the game in here? Or is it just the Steelbook? Game's in there, guys. PS3 copy. I actually have this. Actually own a copy. Very good condition. Yeah, I mean, close to mint, if not mint. And it's got the bonus digital content, early beta access for Destiny. That's how old this game is. The game was cool. I played it. It's back when I was working for GameStop Games. I said $13. All right, well, we can take a look and see what's on there. This is a sealed game. Sealed game, $20 they say it is. From Humble Games. $20. Wild at Heart for PS4. Totally sealed. It's a Humble Games game. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool looking. Little, it's got that indie art style. Single player. It's kind of cool looking. Very neat. So they say that's $20. Oops. Don't want to knock that over. There we go. All right. Then we got another sealed item. A augmented edition Deus Ex Human Revolution Xbox 360. They said that's $23. Man, it is indeed sealed. Brand new. I always wanted to play this one, but I never got a chance. So that's cool. It's pretty neat. Put that one over there. So it's 2023, 13.5. That's 6. 40 something, 60 something. Okay. All right. We've got a mystery box thing. It says $10. That's a little wild though. $10 for these things. These little mystery item box. I don't know about that. Race Cup tin. Which race will you win? I don't know. Oh, it's one of those. If I open it, it's open. Mario Kart mystery item blocks. Racing Cup candy tin. So it says Racing Cup candy tin on it. I should probably just take this one. Okay. It's kind of cool. Collect all 6 cup tins. When was this from? 2020. I said it's $10. I don't know. Maybe there's cool toys in it or something. All right. So then we got Nintendo character patches. Cool. Nothing on there. No tag. This is Princess Peach and Bowser. That's kind of neat. There's a Luigi. This is a Happy Meal toy they said they were going to throw in there for the first couple people that ordered. So we got a Luigi. I don't know if it'll do that. All right, that's pretty cool. And there is a game guide in here before the pièce de résistance. I said it's $10. $10 for this guide. It is the WWF Raw for Xbox. And includes it also covers the Road to WrestleMania on Game Boy Advance. Well, that's pretty cool. It's pretty neat. Was it OG Undertaker? That's when he was a American badass, right? That's when he was doing his thing. He's coming out with the ring and with the motorcycle and all that. Cool. Nice. That's really cool. But the pièce de résistance is they said that they were going to send a system. And then for $25, there's that $25 tag right there. They sent a Sega Genesis game console. But it does have the power supply and the AV out. Like it's a Sega Genesis Mini, I guess. This is from, I don't know. Just says Sega Genesis System Console. But it's like actually a Genesis, I think. I want to see the front of it. This one I'm going to open up. I'm not going to leave it sealed. And it's kind of funny because I actually wanted, because they were saying like game accessories and stuff. I'm like, oh, that'd be cool if they sent me a six button Sega Genesis controller because it could kind of need one. And it's legit. It's a Sega branded Genesis 6-button controller. You know, that in and of itself is worth like 10, 15 bucks. With the mode button. You know, it's got the 9 pins. The 9-pin action. So there you go. It's a Genesis 3. Look, check that out. The reset button. Got power. Super tiny. Super duper tiny. And you got your hookups right there. Never owned one of these before, so that was kind of cool. It was Genesis 3 in a box. So they didn't lie. And this is for Genesis 2 and 3. It's an AC adapter for Genesis 2 and 3. This is really light. 9 volt, 1 amp. Those other Genesis adapters used to be bricks. You know, just like absolute, like monstrous things. So it's pretty cool. Got some new stuff, some old stuff, all sorts of crazy stuff. And then there's your RCA hookups with the whites. It's got the stereo. There's your 9-pin? Yeah. Yeah, 9-pin adapter or whatever, 8-pin. Very cool. There's that. There's that there. That's neat. No, so, I mean, just real quick, you know, things that I could have said, like, oh, I want. You know, a brand new indie game on PS4. I was like, okay, I'd take that just as random. That's kind of cool. Game I've never played before on Xbox 360. I mean, I would pay less for this than $23 if I could. So there's that. Game I already had, which is kind of a bummer. This little like, you know, thing, the tchotchke thing, I wouldn't pay $5 for that for sure. I wouldn't pay $10 for this either. No way. You know, a cool little Luigi toy from, when was this back in the day? This is saying 1989. Yeah, it says 1989. Well, this isn't a Mario Kart toy for sure. I guess this is, you know, they were doing Mario 2 or 3 or something like that with Luigi. I don't know, jumping on clouds. So that's cool. That, I mean, yeah, that goes into the collection because they got like some little things up on the shelf. I'd put them on the shelf. These patches, yeah, they're cool. I mean, I wouldn't put them anywhere. I mean, I'll stick them somewhere. This old guide for Raw. It's kind of fun. I didn't actually know that there was a WWF Raw game on Xbox, so it's like kind of like cool history. I wouldn't pay $10 for it though. But the winner, a Sega Genesis 3. If I saw a Sega Genesis 3 wrapped up with cords and all that kind of stuff like this, and it was on the shelf for $25, I'd buy it for sure. And like I said, I bought the mystery box for not too much more than that. So, you know, if I was able to get this, all right, so I got this for $25. I would have definitely paid $25 for that. This Wild Heart game, I would have paid half for. So that's $30 right there. This game, I'd probably try to pay $10 for too, the Deus Ex. So that's $40. You know, this guide I would pay $5 for. So that's $45. And then for these things, all of these things, I'd pay $10. You know, if it was like in a pile somewhere with the patches, maybe another $10. So I'd pay $50 for what's in the box already, and I pay less than that. So for as far as that's concerned, those kind of things, that's a cool deal. That's a cool deal. So let me go to the wrap up, and then we'll talk about that real quick. So with all that stuff, would I do this again? Yeah. I mean, not all the time. If they were to like, hey, like they see this video and they're like, oh, sweet, we have customers. Let's do it again. And they do it right away. No, I mean, this is like a once a quarter thing. You know, like 3 months goes by and they run another sale, you know, for like the $40 or whatever it was. Yeah, I'm in. I would totally do that again. Like they said, you might get a console, and they just straight up put a Genesis 3 in here. That's pretty cool. Now, I'm just wondering, I don't know. Maybe the Genesis 3 is some kind of crazy nonsense. So I'm going to fact check myself while I'm on right now. I'm going to go to the Bay. I'm going to the Bay right now, the eBay's Genesis 3 console. Right? And I want like all just complete in box Genesis 3. Let me find one that just has the hookups and that's it. Hookups and one controller. I mean, I can't really. I mean, I've seen with two controllers for $44. I mean, I might as well just show you, right? Might as well just do this. Yeah. So I mean, 47. Oh, here we go. Genesis model one controller tested. Buy it now. $10.50 shipping. Genesis 3 with basically exactly what I got. Actually, without the hookups. It doesn't have the hookups. It's $45 there. This is another one, $70 with the hookup. This looks exactly like what I got. They want $70. Buy it now with free delivery. And then there's another one. This is even cheaper. So someone's trying to just offload this. $10 delivery though. So that's $57. And you get the Genesis 3, the hookups, that thing, and then 3 games, which look pretty good. And then this is the RCA adapters, 33 was still $11. So all this costs more than what I paid for the box. And a lot more than they were saying it was like $25. I don't see any of them that are $25. It was $29, but it was just the console. It doesn't have anything else in the thing. $55 with this, with no controller. I mean, that's a steal of a deal. That's pretty crazy. So, I mean, like I said, it's not going to be in everything. Everyone's going to get a Genesis 3 or everyone's going to get a console even. But that's pretty cool. And if they do that and they list like consoles, they list like accessories or whatever, and it's cool, that's neat. I like the fact that they put the little tags on there to try to prove that they got to the $100 worth of value or whatever. I mean, to be honest, I think they just nailed it with the Genesis 3. Now, it might be untested, and I think sometimes they do the disclaimer that might be untested or whatever. So maybe there'll be another video. If you guys want to see it, let me know down in the comments below. And it says, hey, hook up that Genesis 3 to the TV behind you and then do a thing, right? And if you guys don't, then maybe for those that wanted to see or are curious but didn't comment, if you watch some other videos and you see some stuff on here, I just decided to put it on in a news line or whatever and like leave it go. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll just turn it on anyway, and then that'll be a thing. This old guy here, it works, but it's bulky, so maybe we have to move that aside, put it up on the wall or something like that. Maybe get the wall of consoles going, and I'll go from there. Anyway, rambling a little bit, but let me know down below. All right, see what's up. So we are here at the end of a video here on Bacon Ice Cream Productions. We got to do one thing only. You guys know what it is. Yeah, that's right. We got to thank every single member of the Good Times Club. So let's do that right now. Let's thank the EverCanadian, Crimson Cross, George Games, Chris Westerman, Phantom Fiction, Lloyd R. Jim, Papa Pete, the Intellivision Gamer, Ken LaCure, Mr. Shua, John Willig, Gunsy20, Herb Wars, DF, Joe Whitlash, David Valdez, Dan Nastic, Immortal Sojourn, Dr. Mark Mad Scientist, and Alex Group. Thank you guys all so much for your support of the channel, for bringing us 1080p StreamYard glory, not only here, but on his channel, the Evercade Effect, and the Evercast, and Calling All Retro Gamers, which I swear it didn't go anywhere. But I did make the promise by the end of this week, if there is no Calling All Retro Gamers live thing, I will put something up there. There's something will go up there. We will do it. I don't know if it's just a video of me like having a conversation with this Chun-Li picture thing over here. Statue. That's the word. I'll have a conversation with Chun-Li or something. I don't know. Well, something will go up on Calling All Retro Gamers. Just make sure the channel doesn't get closed or something. And then, of course, we will eventually get back to doing all the things. We'll play some Lunar. We'll play some other games. We still got games to go. News broke today, so I got to do a news line later on today, so keep an eye tuned for that. But other than that, some hitting things. That is about it for today. So if you want, you can hit the join button. That'd be great. If you don't want to, likes, dislikes, awesome. Comments, even better. Hitting the subscribe button to see this face bring to you more things, even better. Hit the bell for notifications too. It'll remind you when I put up a video. But they're usually always around, like that midday, late day, every day, almost every day, kind of thing. We had a little bit of a lull, a little bit of a break, but the 513, for those of you that are in the know or want to be in the know, 513. So the older Haywood boy's birthday. So we had to celebrate and do some cool things. So that's pretty neat. So maybe the GTC will hear about that in a story or something. All right. I got to get out of here. So I will catch you guys next time for some good times. I'm Rich, and we will see you later. Take it easy, guys.
RTFC.baconicecream.com